What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Vienna Entertainment News. All right, now, before you come on here with this is old news, we've moved on, we don't care, you're late. I had no intentions in doing this story, okay? But some of my supporters are still in my DMs dragging me about how they may not post a story about Andy Cohen being owned. Andy Cohen, a man who's constantly dragging Kenya Moore, someone who I support, of course, and every time he have a guest on there where he thinks they have issues with Kenya Moore, he constantly bring her name up because he's sitting on ready for them to disrespect her so he could smile. And then all of the things he's done, bringing her on his show with another person that he knows, don't get along with Kenya, and all of the drama. And people are like, so how does this man finally gets checked and you of all people don't react to it? Like, this was your moment, and the moment for you to be like, yes, karma and all of that. And Vina, what is going on? Really, crickets? We need a video. And I'm just like, okay, my bad. I wasn't going to cover it because I didn't care, but I completely understand and see where every single one of you who's sending messages on Instagram and my other social media platforms, well, not my personal, but the channel social media platforms, I hear you and I completely understand and see where you're coming from. Yes, I was supposed to react to it and do a video, but you get to a point where you stop caring, you know what I'm saying? Especially about certain topics and people, when it comes to Andy Cohen. It's not that deep for me. But for you, here I am doing the story, okay? So no, I'm not late. I intentionally did not want to cover it, okay? But I saw everything the same night it happened. For those of you who are like, what the heck is she talking about? Click the link in the description below. The very first link, watch the video, and then come back and let's talk about it. For those of you who are aware, well, Titus was on Watch What Happens Live, okay? And, he was promoting his work and other things that he's doing. He was on there with Laverne Cox, and they were having a great conversation, and somehow, they were talking, and then he brought up Eddie Murphy, and he said how, he recently worked with Eddie Murphy, and he's just giving Eddie Murphy the compliments and just, bigging him up, and, for the legend that he is. And Andy Cohen decided to use that moment to bring up negativity and old things. Basically, saying how Eddie Murphy was very problematic for the gays back in the day, and if Titus had issues with Eddie Murphy and all of that, and asking him if did he talk to you, did he get close to you, and all of that, and Titus basically responded, the troubles he had with gay people are gone because he loves me, okay? And then he had other things to say and ended it with, when Andy paused and asked him what he was saying under his breath, he was like, keep going, girl. He called Andy a girl, whatever the case might be. And then it did not stop there, okay? He also went on Instagram and he posted this long post, and I'm going to read every single word. So, well, I might skip some, but see, he wrote, she can be a messy queen. Yes, I said it. Don't care. He knows either. Okay, he should remember his talk show isn't an episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's a place where artists come to talk about art and have a little fun, not a place to rehash old rumors or bring a star negative press. Sunday was a display of ratchet behavior by a well-connected man having blatant disregard for one of his guests. If only time were taken to know who I am and not assuming that I am the character I play on TV, he would know how to conduct a proper interview. All right, I received 4 Emmy nominations for acting, not for being myself. He was lucky I had my wits and Christian values that day. Always keep it classy. Being friends with other talented celebrities doesn't make you talented. It makes you friends with other famous celebrities. Ooh, to read. He should rip a page from Anderson Cooper and learn how to do his job. Ooh, child. And then Titus continuing, we all have past, okay? The worst kind of humor is a humor that forgets they have one and proceeds to zero in on something you have moved on and learned from. I wanted no part of that. My future is bright and light is what I intend to bring. Hold on to your seats because the movie I got to make with a living legend is going to re-educate, remind, and introduce to some in the world why Mr. Murphy is the true king of comedy. Go ahead and read the rest, okay? Oh no, and he did not stop there. He also went on Whitney Williams, okay, to promote his project, and other things that he's doing. And when Whitney brought that up, I love what he said. I will not tolerate the dismantling of anyone's legacy, especially not my own. Oh, that really touched me and blessed my soul. Before I read the rest of what he said on Whitney is the queen of that. Yes, I understand it's her job, but it's a difference in something being your job and you just telling a story and then you also being nasty and hitting below the belt. And, she's been cool recently because of her situation, and now she realized what it feels like for your business to be out there, for you to be embarrassed and all of that. But yeah, she's worse than Andy. So, what he was saying about Andy also applies to her. So, yeah, he was sitting on the right couch. Even though he was reading Andy, he was absolutely reading her because she would be the first to completely, go away from the reason why you're there and the topic at hand to talk about, rumors and gossip and digging up old stuff. So, And who we were speaking about has done a beautiful job being the comedic giant that he is. And he has a wonderful movie coming out. And I was not going to participate in talking about that. I said what I said, okay? And he continued, Titus will not be trapped. No, we have way too much work to do. We have far more important things to talk about in this nation right now, especially what is going on politically. So I wasn't going to waste time digging up something that happened a while ago. We all moved past from it and we've all learned from it, okay? And then, of course, Andy was on Access Hollywood, and when they asked him if, they were feuding or beef, Andy responded, he might be, I'm not. So, I'm here for it. And that's what I was saying. Other people feel like, okay, Andy asks a simple question. I just think it gets tiring, when it's not just fun shade and lighthearted, when you see someone is really digging for something and going to a dark and nasty place. Like, he was really problematic for the gays. Okay, sir. And when was he recently problematic? How many years ago did that happen? You understand what I'm saying? And I love that he did not engage. And some of us need to learn to do that. Sometimes they set us up because they know we are going to take the bait, and instead of uplifting each other, we are going to sit there and disrespect each other in their presence. And yes, so I'm just repeating the conversation on social media when it became about race. So here's this black man on there promoting his shows and things that he's doing, and Eddie Murphy is a legend, and yes, he's done things in the past, whatever the case might be. And even Laverne, Cox jumped in and said, people evolve, people grow and things like that. I'm sure Andy's done some things that he's not proud of. So here's a black man promoting what he's doing, and he's bringing up a legend, and he's giving a legend compliments, and then here you are, okay, about to take away from this powerful moment of this man complimenting someone that he looks up to turn it into something negative about he was problematic about the gays. And I think that's where it became deeper for him, you know, where he just blacked out and was like, I'm not going to, if you think I'm going to sit here and drag my brother in front of you, not going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? And that right there, I applaud him for doing that. And he's right. We all saw the disappointment in his face when Vivica Fox did not take the bait and drag Kenya Moore. Instead, she was honest and said, you know, Nene is my friend, and whatever it is that she's going through, you know, I didn't like seeing her that way, and hopefully, you know, she's good and all of that. When the caller, you know, asks a question about someone who needs improvement or change and stuff like that, and Andy was sitting on ready, you know, and he was like salivating, you know, waiting for this black woman to tear her sister down. And when she was like, no, Nene, you know, and she wasn't mean at all. It was genuine. I really want to see her, you know, get it together. And he was so disappointed because she wasn't over there calling Kenya B words and all that stuff. And I just think that's what Titus got sick of. And Andy just got all of that built up, I would say, you know, moments. Like, why do you guys always want to put us against each other? You know, why you wanted to be drama with us? And why you use us to tear each other down. Well, I'm not going to be the person you use this time. Instead, I'm going to uplift my brother. And same thing with Lil' Kim. You guys remember the video I did on Lil' Kim? She canceled her appearance on Watch What Happens Live. Lil' Kim knew that the focus wasn't going to be on her new music and her new TV show. Instead, they were going to ask her about, you know, the beef between her and Nicki Minaj. And she did not want, you know, her comeback to be focused on negativity. And so she opted out of, you know, the interview. And, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, it is Andy's job to ask certain questions. And there's nothing wrong with asking the funny questions and fun shade, and we all laugh and watch the show. It only becomes a problem when it becomes nasty, when it becomes dark, when you can see that his intentions are disgusting. That's when, you know, the show takes a turn. But overall, I'm not going to sit here and, you know, drag him or anything like that, because, you know, Titus did that already. But yes, remember, I appreciate every single one of you for always being open and, you know, letting me know, hey, you know, can you do this story and things like that? I got you. So I appreciate you guys again. I'm the total opposite in moments like this. You know, when something bad happened to someone who, you know, was a bully or said something negative to me or someone that I rock with, people would expect the reaction to be a celebration. Like, yes, you got what you deserve. Whereas for me, it's a complete opposite. It's like, oh, you got what you deserve now. Whatever, I don't care. Moving right along. You know what I'm saying? It's going to go ahead and end it here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.